Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 799. I just need to pause after saying that. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're live in Southwest Florida in my studio today. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please always feel welcome to say hello there too. Hi, Julie and Joe. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Happy 799 episode day. Hi, Thea and Judy and Val, Melanie, Deanna, Christine, Sharon, Lily. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. It is super windy outside this morning. I debated going to the beach, but when it's windy, it is so not fun for you guys, and it ends up being frustrating for me if you guys aren't enjoying it. So I figured we should wait till it's not so windy. Hi, G and Angela, Jill, Mariana. I don't always know it's going to be windy at the beach until I get there, but if it's already windy at my house, I am certain it's too windy at the beach. So I don't always have a good barometer for knowing when it's going to be too windy there. But if it's too windy at my house, it is guaranteed too windy at the beach. So hopefully that makes sense. So today I knew it was a no-go. Hi, Joyce and Judy and Rinny. Oh, wait a second. Where'd it go? I was trying to see the screen and then I removed the screen. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day so far. If you, hi, Geraldine and Patricia and Judy, Gay, Thea's going to the beach today. Good for you. What was I going to say? Hi, Lorraine. Good morning. So we are in the final stretch of editing two new patterns right now. The Priscilla Circle Vest is in second round of editing, and I believe this is the final round of editing. Hi, Sandshell and Rita, and Margot Cardigan pattern, crochet pattern, is in editing as well. And I gotta tell you, I made so many charts for both of these designs, and I think you are going to really love it. The Margot Cardigan comes in lots of sizes. The Circle Vest only comes in one size, but I include charts and written instructions for you to add the sleeve hole openings to make it a vest, or to leave them closed and make it a circular shawl or a bedspread or an Afghan, a throw, or anything else, or a rug. So I really think that was special to do. And so for the two rows, let me bring out the sample so I can show you. And so then the last thing for me to do after editing is photography. And I'm talking over myself now, but I'll get back to that too. I'm debating videotaping myself doing the photography for both of these designs and then sharing those videos. You know, just like anytime I try something new, I'm afraid I'm going to look really stupid doing it, but I also think it might be educational for people who are looking to photograph their designs if they are aspiring designers, or photograph their finished items if they're trying to sell finished items. So I would like to share my tips and tricks for photographing, being the photographer and the model and the stylist all at the same time. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to look stupid doing it. So anyway, I'm going to have to just do it. And if it looks stupid, you know, don't do it again. Oh, are we going to lose connection today? Let's see. Let's see if did that work? I think so. If you can see me now, let me know. We did have a connection issue here for a second, but I seem to be back now. If you can see me for the second time, let me know. And then we'll get back to what we're talking about. Hi, Patricia. Good morning. Lily, you can see me. Rennie says I'm back. So does Linda and Trisha and Angela. Okay, good. We're back then. Woo! Okay, so what I wanted to show you is that I think on the pattern it ends up being rounds 14 and 15. So on round 14, we're making this super long chain to replace 2 repeats of the repeat on round 14. It might be 14 or 15, I can't remember, and it doesn't matter. When you get the pattern, you'll know. And then so there's a 14A and a 14B, depending on whether you're working the repeat of the pattern or creating this super long chain to make the armhole opening. And then the following round, probably 15, there's a 15A and a 15B. So in the pattern tells you if you're doing the circle vest and want armholes, do the A's. And if you want this to be a doily, Afghan throw, circular shawl, whatever, you would do the B's. Or it's A's one way and B's the other way. You know what I mean. It doesn't matter that we're talking vaguely in general right now, but what I'm saying is that there's 2 separate instructions in the pattern so that you could use this pattern for a variety of reasons. So doing it in a #1 fingering weight yarn like I've done here gives an absolutely fantastic garment, right? But let's say you wanted to do it in a thicker yarn to make it into a throw or a blanket, then you could use a larger yarn and a larger hook and thus get a larger piece and skip those armhole openings, and then you have a cozy and gorgeous throw to put on the foot of your bed or to put on the back of your couch or something. Oh, baby Bjorn sleeping in the window. What a cutie pie. Thank you, Stacy. So I did this in one set of the Be So Fine Gradient Kit, and I have 3 colors that will be coming back in stock. Not 3 new colors coming in stock this week. There's going to be a dark green gradient, a denim blue gradient, and a turquoise gradient, which is a little brighter than the teal gradient. But anyway, those 3 colors will be in stock later this week when the pattern releases. But the pattern also tells you if you don't want to do it in all these colors, as pretty as it is in all the colors, there's lots of ends to weave in, and some people might prefer to do this all in 1 color or do it in 2 colors instead of 5. You can do it in any combination or no combination, do it in 1 color. So I wrote in the pattern how much yarn you'd need in any of my other #1 fingering weight yarns to make it exactly like this for a garment, but do it all in 1 color. And it ends up being 2 balls. So you could do it in 2 balls of either Be So Fine yarn, Be So Fine silver bling, Be So Fine gold bling, Be So Lush, or Be So Toasty yarn. You could do it in any of those. Christine wants to know, is it a chain or foundation ovals? I don't know what you're talking about, Christine. Are you talking about the armhole openings? I did it in chains. And no, it wouldn't be stronger in ovals or chains. The yarn is just as strong either way. Jill's going to be making it. Judy shared the link to the gradient kit. So if you want to get on the wait list for any of those 3 colors, I have listed the 3 colors with photos of what will be released on the day the pattern comes out. So it's the turquoise gradient, which is a little lighter and brighter than the teal. And there's going to be a denim blue and a dark green gradient also, or like Mother Nature green, like trees and leaves and things like that. So if you are interested in any of those 3 colors and you want to get on the wait list for them, they will start releasing later this week. And then you'll be first to know when it comes out, because I know that the gradient kits sell out really quickly. So this pattern will be out probably in the next couple of days. Like I said, we're on the last round of tech editing and I have to do photography, and then that's about it before listing. So pretty exciting. This is the back. Oh, this is the back Deanna wanted to see. And then this is the front. You'll be able to see a lot more of the details of the design when I wear it over a lighter background on the mannequin. I don't think it's really showing up incredibly well right now. This has just been a placeholder for me to work with it, but I'll probably wear like white jeans and a white tank top to really show off the details and the color of the project itself, but I haven't decided what I'm wearing, and it will depend on what I can fit into. I'm not sure. I've gained weight with my injury again. And I don't know what fits right now. I think that's why I've been dragging my feet on photography too. I'm worried. Anyway, so this one will be coming out soon, and so will the Margot Cardigan. Oh, I can give you yarn. I can give you yarn quantities per size right now too. I have all of that done for this pattern, even though the pattern's not quite out yet. This is going to be the Margot Cardigan. Sandshell. There's a wait list button on all of the colors on the listing. So if you follow that listing, that link that Judy posted for the Be So Fine gradient kit, you can go to any of those colors that I just mentioned. And when it says sold out, it also has a wait list button right there. Let's see. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Edna. Thank you, Deanna. Thanks, Patricia. All right, let me open the pattern page and tell you how many balls of yarn per size, because I know a lot of you get super excited to know in advance. Thank you, Rinny. Thank you. No, I'm sure I can get the photos pretty good. I just wonder what will fit me for wearing underlayers under the designs. Nobody ever wants to go buy new clothes because you've grown out of the old ones. You know what I mean? We're excited to buy clothes when we lose weight, not when we gain weight. So I hope that I can fit into something here and not need to. Okay. All right. So for this pattern, it's going to come in sizes 34, 38, 42, 46, 50, and 54 inch busts. So there's going to be 6 sizes, and it will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12 balls of yarn. So of the 6 sizes, it starts at 7 balls of yarn and goes through 12 balls of yarn. So again, that size is 34, 38, 42, 46, 50, and 54 with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12 balls of yarn. I know a lot of you are always anxious to get that information ahead of time, so there's the sneak peek details on that. But if you're not interested in retaining that information, that's okay. As soon as the pattern becomes available, it'll all be written out in a lot of detail with metric and US sizes. Let's see. Thanks, Judith. This is Be So Baby yarn, and this is color ecru. That's Be So Baby yarn. This one's Be So Baby yarn, and this one is Be So Fine yarn. Thanks, Tammy. And then I will also be doing some video tutorials to help you around some of the steps of the projects. As always, my video tutorials are meant as supplement to the patterns and charts, not meant to be standalone videos. I've found that people just don't have the patience to sit and watch the whole video and don't. So what's the point of making them? So I make them to help people read the patterns. And I just think it's a better, well-rounded experience to really learn how to read patterns and videos and use the videos to help you gain more skills in that area, because then it opens up a whole new world for you in looking and enjoying patterns that are that you may not have been able to enjoy before because you didn't know how to read them. Thanks, Sandshell. Thank you, Lily. Okay, so on to the next thing today. We have a new video today, and that is for the Primrose Hat, and it's another messy bun hat. And if this is the newest design from, or the newest video in the series of videos for all of the projects from my brand new book, 24 Crochet Hats. You can get the book on Amazon. You can get an autographed copy on my website. You can order it digitally as an ebook on my website. And if you have a customer account and log in at the time of purchase, you can even get it into your download library so that you have access to the file 24 hours a day. All day, every day, all night, every night, whatever, you know what I mean? It's always there. Or you can also download any of the individual patterns if you don't want the whole book. That's fine too. And again, if you have a customer account and you're logged in at the time of purchase, those single patterns will also go into your download library as well. This particular pattern, the Primrose Hat, it starts at the top with a ponytail holder, and you literally crochet around the ponytail holder just like you would crochet around a chain ring, like a chain 5 ring or whatever. And if you don't want to do that, the pattern also gives you information on making this a traditional hat without the messy bun hole at the top. So it's actually 2 patterns in one, but there's more. Actually, there is more. It comes in lots of sizes too, so you can make this for any number of people. It's made in worsted weight yarn. This is my number 4 worsted weight yarn called Be So Cozy, which is exactly as the name describes. It's a merino wool and bamboo blended yarn that is super soft and cozy, and it has a really interesting stitch pattern. It's not as complicated as a Delta flower stitch, but if you look closely, you can get kind of that floral pattern vibe, kind of like the Delta stitch, but this one is a lot easier to do than the Delta stitch. It's a double crochet kind of a flower petal, and there's an up and down petal, and then there's a side to side pattern. I'm starting to read comments. There's a north, south, east, and west, or 4-point flower petal on this one, whereas a Delta stitch is 6 petals, and it's a little more complicated. This one's not as complicated. This is a simpler design. Super cute. I should have worn my hair in a ponytail so I could show you that the ponytail fits right at the top of your head. So if you're going to do a messy bun or a high ponytail, it works great. I could put it on the mannequin head though. I won't be able to do it justice wearing my hair in braids. I can pull Be So Cozy yarn though, so you can see all the colors that are available. So you can see where that ends up sitting. It sits right here at the top where you would have a ponytail or a messy bun at the top of your head. And again, if you don't want the messy bun, or if you want to make this for someone that doesn't wear their hair long, you can skip this whole area altogether, which is a great option. I like the fact that you have that flexibility within a pattern. The whole goal in writing this book was to give you resources for making hats for anyone. It's all-inclusive sizing. You can make any of the hats for any number of people, men, women, children, and there are options within the patterns to make them more gender neutral or more unisex. For example, a messy bun would be something for someone that wears their hair long. There are more women that would be interested in that design than men, even though you could make it for men that have messy buns or ponytails. Or you could use a fake ponytail. That's true too, Judy. But if you don't want that, whether you have short hair, long hair, you can skip it. So that's great too. All right, so I promised you I'd bring out the Be So the Be So Cozy colors, so you can see what colors you can make this hat in. Hi, baby Bjorn, you sleepy baby. That's a sleepy baby. Oh. Yeah, you know I have to baby talk to my kitties when they're cuddly and cute, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Don't you guys talk baby talk to your fur babies too? I think we all do. And if you don't, that's okay too. You know, I see things off camera and I go, man, I wish I could tell everybody about that secret. And then I see this thing over here, I'm like, man, I wish I could tell everybody about that secret. Nope, can't tell those secrets yet. So many exciting things coming soon, you guys. So many. Look at all these pretty colors in stock. Oh my goodness. So these are all the colors that I have in stock right now for Be So Cozy yarn, which is my number 4 worsted weight merino wool and bamboo blended yarn. It is so soft, so squishy and lofty. And if any of you have used it and you would like to share your testimonial, I know everybody likes to hear what other people think besides just me. This is gray flannel colorway, which is the same color that I used for the hat. I love this color. And then we also have, oh, did I pull out 2 rose petal? I did. What did I miss then? I missed peach and white. Okay, so we've got Peach Whisper and Enchanted Jasmine. We have Periwinkle and Orchid and Rose Petal and Cactus Flower. So I'll say them again as I put them up. So it's Cactus Flower, Rose Petal, Gray Flannel. Let's see if I can stack them like a pyramid. Maybe. Then Orchid, Peach Whisper, I think they look pretty together too. I think you could do some really fun color work with these. Here's Periwinkle. Am I going to do it? Almost. And Enchanted Jasmine. You really can't go wrong. They're all pretty colors. You may think that one color looks better than another with your complexion, or there may be colors that you are drawn to. But if you're thinking of making gifts, you really can't go wrong. They're all pretty colors. And I think they would all make really nice combinations for color work as well. Very pretty. Oh, did I miss one? I missed one. Here's one more. Here's Blue Mist. Here's Blue Mist too. So pretty. I love this yarn. All right, does anybody have any questions about that? Does anybody want to see any colors side by side, or does anybody have any questions in general? So if you're so inclined, you can watch the live premiere of the Primrose Hat pattern with me at 10 o'clock this morning, which if you're in a different time zone, that's roughly 30 minutes after the podcast ends. And it is already scheduled, so you can find it on my YouTube channel. But I will wait to see if there's any questions. I know we talk about a lot here, so it's always a good idea to slow down for a minute and see if anybody has any questions. Rennie wants to buy circular knitting needles. Would I recommend a set or not? All separate needles. I'm not sure what you mean by all separate needles. Oh, you mean do I recommend an interchangeable set, or do I recommend individual circular knitting needles? That's a great question. There is one brand that I think is superior when it comes to interchangeables, and that's Adi Turbo. So if you're inclined to buy a whole set, which is pricier than buying individuals, but there's pluses and minuses to both, and we can get into that if you're interested. But Adi Turbo interchangeable set has a clicking device where it actually locks the needle onto the cord, where other companies do it with a key and you tighten it yourself manually. I have always found that the way that I knit, and not everybody agrees with me, but some people agree with me, as I knit, those cords can come unscrewed, and if they do without you realizing it, you can lose your stitches. And if you're doing something big like a garment or a lace shawl, that can be disastrous. So for me, I prefer fixed circulars, meaning they're not interchangeable. Or if I'm going to do an interchangeable set, I prefer the Adi Turbo Click interchangeables. I think that they are superior because once you lock it in place, they do not come unlocked without you knowing it. You literally have to do it. But having said that, if you're looking to buy circular needles, you may decide you want something in bamboo or something in metal or something in plastic. I personally don't like plastic needles. I prefer the Adi Turbo metal ones because they are really fast, but I'm also somebody that has a lot of experience and likes to work fast. If you are new to knitting, I do feel like using bamboo needles can give you a little extra grip with the yarn to help keep things stable when you're not really comfortable with what you're doing with your hands. Like for example, if I'm going to use double pointed needles, I think that the bamboo double pointed needles are far superior to metal and plastic because they give you a little bit of grip when you're getting used to having open ends on both sides of your needles and working in the round. It ends up being like an assist. It kind of helps you to keep everything in place. So when you're new, I do like that for double points. And I guess even in circulars, you could consider that. But overall, I love for speed, I love the Adi Turbos for speed once you get to a point that you're interested in speed. But I've actually always used them. So I've even used them from a beginner too. Well, maybe not quite a beginner, but I've used them all along. I think that they're, I think there's a good time to have bamboo and a good time to have metal. Yep, exactly. The bamboo doesn't slide as much. Yep, that is true. but I don't like plastic at all. Lily, you don't like plastic either. No, it just doesn't feel good. And it's kind of like, it doesn't give the same kind of friction as the bamboo. It gives friction in a bad way, whereas bamboo gives friction in a good way. I feel like it slows me down way too much to use plastic. And if I'm forced to use it, I am cringy. I don't like it. Like, I've had to use it on set at different TV shows because we've had to use whatever sponsors had products there. And if I've had to do demos in different people's booths at shows and I've had to use sponsors' products, I've used plastic in the past and I'm like, oh, no, I don't like it. Yeah, there's all kinds of products out there, but if I'm being asked what I like, that's what I like. But great question. Does anybody else have any other questions? Don't be shy, because whatever your questions are, more than likely someone else has the same question as well. Judith, I'm guessing you mean knitting. Oh, God, I love typos, right? They're so funny. Typos can be funny. Sometimes they can be embarrassing, but sometimes they can be funny too. Whoops, excuse me, baby Bjorn. I've got to get over here for a second. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, we are ready to read another quote. So let's go to the next page. Okay, so we're ready for the next quote. We're going to start reading the quotes from the Create, Share, Inspire journals again at the end of the show. I know this was something fun we did a long time ago, and I don't know why we stopped doing it, but just like with anything else, you fall in and out of habit of things, and when you have positive thoughts come up about something that you've stopped for any reason, doesn't matter if it's good or bad, there's no wrong reason. I'm not saying that right. If you get inspired to do something again, then you do it again. No big deal. You don't have to think much about it. So anyway, we're ready to read the next quote in the Volume 1, Issue 1 of Create, Share, Inspire journal. And this is a Japanese proverb. Fall 7 times, get up 8. I love this one. I could read this one every day. I should probably print it out and put it on my bathroom mirror. The essence of that is never give up. It doesn't matter what happens. The key is just never give up. And that's the one thing that I tell Marlon all the time. I tell him no matter what life throws at you, you just never give up. The longer you stick with something, the more likely you are to be successful at it. And that's whether it's business, relationships, self, whatever, skills. As long as you just stick with it, you will get better. No question. I love that. I'm glad you guys like it too. Wonderful. Well, we are 30 minutes away of the live premiere of the Primrose Hat. If you feel like watching it live with me, I will be in the live chat answering questions if you have them. If that time is not good for you, it's no problem. As soon as the live premiere is over, it is just a regular video on YouTube as well, and you can watch it anytime you want. Watch it as many times as you want, even pausing it as you go so that you can follow along with your written pattern and charts from the book, 24 Crochet Hats, or from the single pattern for Primrose Crochet Hat Pattern. However you want to use the videos, they can definitely help you in reading and understanding the pattern and the sizes and the chart and all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all the show and tell, the sneak peeks, chatting with me and everyone else. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in a few minutes at the live premiere of the Primrose Hat Pattern video, and I will see you tomorrow for the 800th episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Crazy, exciting, wonderful. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.